Hey guys, it's Kai from Invincible Bricks, and in today's video, we're going to be making Daredevil and Scarlet Spider. Now, I was gonna just do a random Spider-Man, but I realized a lot of these designs are very hard to make in Lego DC, and whenever you look, I don't know if you guys have ever looked on YouTube to like a Spider-Man design. Most people make either the Infinity Wars, like, you know, Iron Spider or homemade Spider-Man suits. So I'm gonna try Scarlet Spider as well as Daredevil, and I don't know which Daredevil I'm gonna do, whether it's gonna be from the series, the film, or even like the Lego comic version. But as always, let's go straight to the customizer, and we're here. Okay, so for the name, you want to do Scarlet Spider, and then you want to put him as a hero. And for the affiliation, I just did none. Okay, so first off, let's start on the appearance, and no hair needed for this design. But if you go onto head, I think we're going to be using this mask. Now there's two options with the mask. We could either do this one in this red, and of course make the wrinkles in like a dark red maybe. Or we could use a different character that I have, which is Red Hood, which I think, I don't know, because it has like too much details. This is a hard choice. Yeah, I'm gonna use the normal face for this design. I think it looks better. And I'm not gonna use wrinkles, so just make them in red. Okay, so go to attachments. I don't use attachments a lot, but yeah, go to attachments and pick hood and do this in this blue. With the body, custom body, do this body, this color for the color number 2. And for body decal, so he has like obviously the massive spider on his shirt, which is gonna be hard to match. So I'm just gonna do this in black. Okay, and for the arms, you just want to go to both arms. And I know this might seem really weird, but pick these arms, make both colors in red. It just adds a little bit of design because he has like these gauntlets. Actually, I might just straight up. He has very small gauntlets, so yeah, I'm just doing red. Do red. Both colors red, so it just gets a little bit of a design. And the hands also in red. Now this is where it gets pretty simple. He has this belt. It's almost like a utility belt, but like it's in red and black. Red and grey, sorry. Yeah, that works. The Mary, who's that? Mary Bromfield, which I think is just female Shazam. For both legs, you just want to do, I think, plain red, but again, I want to add a little bit of detail on the legs. Not too much detail. Okay, yeah, okay, just do plain red. There's a pretty simple Scarlet Spider, and if you want, you can do one with the hood up, which I think looks a little bit cooler. Now for the effects. No glow on either of the hands. For hit impact, you want to do style 1 in dark red. For jump slam effect, style 1 in black. Just, you know, the darkest black there. Personality, for health icon, I'm going to do red. Health type, standard. Voice, I just have on for Bristol too. Target. I'm gonna do Harley Quinn because it just has the colors. And for his animation, I'm gonna do cool. I feel like it fits this type of Spider-Man. Now, no grow. Now, obviously, Spider-Man, he has the webs, so it's up to you what you want to use for your own imagination. You can use flight and just imagine that he has webs, or you can use glide and the same thing. But I'm just gonna give him double jump and do double jump style 03. No hyper jump. Then for hold square, I'm going to do lunge. I'm gonna do lunge 3, so it looks like he's just jumping really far and punches someone. For tap circle, I'm gonna do bolts to look like, of course, webs. And the game's glitched. Okay, well, I think it's bolts 1, but I don't know what's going on with the game right now. And I'm gonna do sonar because, you know, it's not really anything else. Yeah, the game's really glitchy right now, but I'm gonna just do bolt 01. Hold circle, I'm going to do destroy mode. I don't think beam would really work. I know it is like webs, but. And then I'm gonna do destroy mode style 02. Then the skills. Gonna give him tech. Definitely gonna give him grapple to look like webs. You wanna do this in white. Make sure it's this one. And like I said, white. And then actual grapple gun. Match with his hand color. I know it's kind of imagination, but it's better than nothing in my opinion. Give him tech, acrobat, wall climbing. I'm not gonna give him either of these. I know he has like advanced strength, but you know. I'm not gonna give him X-ray. I'm not gonna give him green command. We are gonna give him tracking. I'm gonna do this in blue. Gonna give him illumination and stealth. Now, let's go ahead and make Daredevil. Okay, before we go on to the next part, which is Daredevil, do bolt style 02. Anyway, like I said, let's go to Daredevil. Okay, so for the name, I did Daredevil. For the status, I did hit. I think I'm doing neutral actually, because he's kind of like a vigilante. Affiliation, I did none. Okay, now, first thing I want to do, first thing I want to say, this is based off like his Lego minifigure. So, you want to do horns. This is not based off like TV series or anything, it's just Lego minifigure. You want to do this in regular red. And then you want to go into head. And then you want to pick custom head 37. For the color, you want to do red again. Face decals, you want to do peach. Wrinkle decal, you want to do this darker peach. Eyeshadow, you want to do black, I think. Now he does have red eyes, but I don't think we can get that sadly, which is a bit annoying, of course. I don't think there's any fix to that. Yeah, sadly no fix to that. Also, this is my first Marvel creation, so you know I like Marvel and I watch Marvel, but I've gotten used to doing a lot of Invincible stuff. So yeah, like I said, based off the minifigure, which is very, very basic. Plain red arms. Plain red hands. Plain red hips. Plain red legs. And now it's the chest piece. It's gonna have the most unique bit. So he has 2 D's in the middle of his shirt. Now I'm pretty sure Deadman has a little bit of a similar design to that. I don't know if it's gonna work. Yeah, it only has 1 D. This is a okay design. It's actually very simple. I could even use something like that and it would work. I don't think there's really much. Oh, it's that color. This is pretty bad. I'm gonna try the glitch, which I use in like half my designs these days. I'm gonna do red, and then yeah, I'm gonna go for that. Adam Strange part, I'm gonna do the glitch where you pick this, Press triangle, then square. Then you pick two colors, which is red and red again. Now, before I even go to anything else, I want to give him a weapon. Now, it's between a staff or the batons. If you want to do it, this is up to you what you want to pick. If you want to do a staff, do this regular staff and do that in red. Let's go to personality. For the health icon, I'm going to do it in red. Health type, standard. Voice 02. Target. Need to do something red. I'm going to do Deathstorm. Oh yeah, you can't see the animation. But do martial artist, because I'm pretty sure it gives martial artists like fighting stuff. So, abilities. You cannot grow. You cannot fly, but I'm gonna give him glide, and I'm gonna give him like this glide. No hyper jump. Press square is nothing. Hold square is lunge. Okay, so we're not gonna do a lunge. For hold square, we're gonna do a boomerang. So it looks like he's throwing his, you know, baton or whatever. So do this in regular red. Then for press circle, I'm gonna do detective mode, which looks like, you know, he's blind and he's using his senses and stuff. And you wanna do that in red. Then for hold circle, I'm going to do a lunge. Do lunge 2, which looks really good with the staff. Then the actual skills, I'm gonna give him acrobat, wall climbing, tracking, which is also gonna work really well in red, and stealth. Now let's go and see how he looks in the hub world. And okay, so first off, Scarlet. Okay, I don't know what happened here. I thought that it took off the attachment and replaced it with a hood, but we have two hoods now for some reason, which doesn't look that cool. But you know, you can fix it obviously. Pick whichever one you want. Yeah, like I was saying, Scarlet Spider doesn't look that bad. It's a pretty simple design, obviously, but you know, it's not that bad at all. And I really like our Daredevil turn now. I like Daredevil a lot more than Scarlet Spider. Thank you guys for watching. Comment what you want to see next. Like, subscribe, and of course, have a good day.